Tired of doing all your recording on this little, and that's funny how I'm saying it's tiny 3.2-inch screen? Well, guess what? You can now unleash the power of your iPad. You can get a hold of Manfrotto's Digital Director. This guy is going to allow you to use your iPad mini as your main monitor and control source for your Canon or Nikon camera. As always, if this video helps you, remember to hit me up with a like button underneath, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for future tutorials, unboxings, and sessions such as this. And when in Miami, visit Digital Goja Showrooms. Digital Goja Showrooms has one of the nation's largest in-store selection of authorized Manfrotto products. All right, so let's take a look what comes inside. Again, this is made by Manfrotto Corporation, and notice how it states it's meant for the iPad mini 2 or 3, all the different sizes. I would imagine even the iPad 4 would work on here now. Let's take a look what comes in here. Here's the actual Digital Director itself. Notice how it has the lightning plug connector here, and your iPad just slides in. You have your AC plug, which, okay, makes sense if you're on a situation where you have constant power source, but guess what? It allows you to work with 4 AA batteries, which is important because now it maintains the portability. Notice your 3/8-inch adapter, so this allows you to work with a lot of different magic arms, Israeli arms, light stands, anything that has a 3/8, or you can also use an adapter to change it to a 1/4 20. USB connector, which is provided, and this will work with the more popular Canon and Nikon DSLRs that are on the market. And since it is for AC also, notice how it comes with the wall adapter and pretty much every plug you could ever use, your instruction manual, and your manufacturer's warranty. Remember, this is a Manfrotto USA product, so it is only good if it's purchased in the US and if it's purchased from an authorized dealer like digitalgoja.com. Let's take a look how it works. Very unique design. Again, your iPad is not included. You need to download in your app store. You're going to go to the Digital Director. That's the application that you need to download to get this to work. And it's going to slide right in and connect to the lightning plug. That holds it in place, and you notice here that you have a lock to lock it in place so it doesn't disconnect. And now it's looking for streaming. I'm going to connect the USB cable to it. Notice how you have the standard USB plug back here. And then I'm going to now connect it to very popular camera, especially for video in today's world. This is the EOS 80D. You want to turn it on. There's the on button up here. There you go. There it goes, connected to the 80D. Yes. And of course there's updates already, but what I like about it is you have shooting profiles and they come preset with the camera. You can set it up yourself. And I'll show you. Right now I'm on full screen mode, so notice how I'm using pretty much almost the entire screen of my iPad mini. I can switch over the focus, so I can lock focus by just touch of a button, and I can actually switch over to activate my menu settings. Notice how I have it right now to video recording. You also have it for stills. This also has an A8 ARM processor built into the actual Digital Director, and you're also using the horsepower of your iPad mini 2 or 3. You have white balance control. It's even adding features that we weren't used to having on the camera, like focus peaking if I want to do manual focus. Notice how I have it set to red, but you can actually go into your settings and I can actually go ahead and change the color. I can change the intensity. I even have the capability of activating a live grid view, overexposure, underexposure. Whether I want to work with raw files, I can change the downsize the images while downloading, because remember, this will also allow you to download JPEG files. And it even has the capability of working with Lightroom. So there's a lot of features packed into this. Of course, your iPad is not included. I have to keep stating that, but if you own an iPad 2 or 3 and you want to work with a larger connection like this, I mean, look at the capability of now having this huge monitor as opposed to the standard 3.2. And by the way, you also have the capability of working with the built-in monitor at the same time. So since you can actually attach up to a 32-foot USB cable to this guy, you can have this on a stand and you can have your DP holding this or working at another area. All right, so let's start out with up here. Notice how you can lock the screen and lock it in that mode, or I can switch it to camera or over to video. When you do it in video, it gives you a whole new set of tools that you can change. Your focus peaking and your zebra still there. There's your ISO, your f-stop, your shutter speed, whether you want to switch to manual focus or autofocus. You can still touch the screen and switch your focusing, especially for the ADD. Here's your record button. You have a leveler, so you can actually edit the images. Here is your histogram, and notice over here there's even your white balance, which is set to auto. You have your exposure modes, battery mode, and also a built-in leveler that's letting you know your audio source capabilities. Now if we switch over to stills, we have all that also, and you even have a bracketing system, so you can do auto bracketing, and you have a timer for intervalometer and for time-lapse. And one of my favorite features is being able to go to full screen, because now you have a much wider viewing area. And notice these little tools. When you activate this, you can now bring up a histogram, and I can actually move the histogram tool to wherever I want on my screen. You also have your bracketing one, your timer, and your camera control exposure. And you can move this however you choose to, or close them out depending on what you need at the time of your recording. All in all, it has a lot of capabilities to control the camera that you have plugged in without having to go straight back to the camera. It's all being done straight from the Manfrotto Digital Director. Happy shooting.